everyone, I have implemented a game called Blackjack. This has 4 code files and 1 data file. To test the class, I have implemented main in all 3 class files using assert. To test them, you need to simply run these class files. Remember that the dealer class file has assert which checks the money balance to 1 million. Now this balance will be changed once we play the game. Thus later on this assert will not work. To run this project, copy all files in one location and execute Aditi G project Blackjack file, and this will start the game. Here is one demo of the game. It asks us how much money you want to play with, then enter the bet amount, then it displays the dealer card which is 8 and it displays the player card which is Q and 9. Then it asks us whether we want to stand or we want to head. Then we say it's stand, but it says dealer have been busted and you won. And then we are again saying we don't want to play. We selected no, so it displays the casino balance and the player's balance. To explain the code, first let's understand the underlying classes. Player is a base class for this project. It has a class variable of type dictionary called cardpack, which converts number to card values. In the init method, we initiated the object by making card list held by player empty and resetting other flags. We also have one more method, initiate new game, which represents the new round of game. Whenever a new round is initiated, these values get reset. We have this function player score to calculate score of a player based on standard blackjack scoring rules. In hit method, when a visitor hit, it passes the corresponding dealer information he is playing with. Here, first we check how many cards dealer has already drawn. Once we get a valid card, we update the dealer's card pack to mark it as drawn and append this card to player's card list. We also print the output. In stand, we do nothing. In visitor class extends player class. It takes an argument bankroll in the constructor and initializes a bankroll, bet amount and these flags. For each new game, we reset the attributes appropriately. Bankroll will get updated based on win and losses. Profit can be calculated based on bankroll and initial bankroll. Bet method has try except block to make sure input bet is valid. Once we have a valid bet, we deduct the bet amount from the bankroll. In visitor move method, we first check for blackjack. If not, then based on visitor's input, hit or stand is called till the time there is a burst or the visitor chooses to stand. To calculate burst, we have a check burst function. If visitor has blackjack or he stands, then the game is passed to dealer. Dealer extends player class. It has card pack which is set to 00 at the beginning of the game to represent number of cards drawn. Dealer deals the card where it draws 1 card for himself and 2 cards for visitor. If visitor has score of 21, then has blackjack flag is set. In dealer move, we apply standard blackjack rules of the game for dealer move. If dealer is bursted, then visitor wins. To check dealer burst, we have a function check burst. If dealer is not bursted, we compare his score with visitor score. There is a special function update dealer balance which updates the casino balance in the file. Casino starts with 1 million of money in file and based on the win and losses the balance is updated. The file handling is done in try except block to handle all the exceptions. We have implemented standard wrapper to print the classes. It simply print the cards drawn by player. To understand the flow of code, we go to Aditi G project Blackjack file. Here in main, I call play Blackjack. In play Blackjack, we first give welcome message and then creates an object of dealer class. The user input bankroll to play with. We have implemented try except here to handle invalid inputs. Once it has valid bankroll, it creates a visitor object using it. Now to start the game, we call initiate new game for both visitor and dealer. After initializing the game, we get the bet from visitor. If it's a valid bet, then dealer deals. After dealing, visitor makes a move. If visitor stands, then dealer moves and output of the game is displayed. This code is implemented in a while loop, thus play will continue unless visitor selects N. Once player exits, the updated bankroll is displayed. Also, casino's balance is updated in the file and displayed.